All right, welcome guys. Today I'm going to talk about how I use evening stars and morning stars to catch trends and reversals in the market. This is how I always trade the market every single time. I'm looking for a evening star where I'm going for a sell and looking for a morning star where I'm going for a buy. And how I use an analogy to help me out, how to keep that in track, whatever. A morning star means the sun is coming up, meaning that you're looking for a buy. You're going up, right? A evening star means it's going down. It's late in the day. You're looking for a sell. So morning star means rise going up, and evening stars means sell going down. So any given time when I'm finding my method in the market, breakout, pullback, morning star, I'm looking for that buy. Or any given time I'm looking for a sell, right? Breakout, pullback, evening star, I'm going for a sell. So the morning star and evening star are super key, vital instruments to our strategy and to our method. Now, getting into the market, I'm going to show you exactly how I identify these patterns and use multiple different patterns to confirm the same exact thing. Meaning that if I see an evening star in the market looking for a sell and also a bearish engulfing or let's say a double bottom, whatever, you can combine multiple patterns to come to the same conclusion. If you're looking for a buy, how many patterns can you identify to confirm it's going probably going to be a buy? And the same thing for a sell. How many patterns can you confirm or identify to know is going to be a sell? So in the market, for me, I always act, I mean, every given time when it comes to this market, I'm always acting off a morning star or evening star. Even though I can't identify many other patterns, those two right there are the key ingredient to a lot of my entries. I would say about 95 or 90% of every time I get into a sell is because of that same exact reason. Now, getting into the market, guys, I'm gonna show you exactly and break it down to a T how I get into a market using these key patterns. Let's get right into it. So breaking down to the market, guys, again, a morning star and an evening star is a three-figure candlestick pattern, meaning that it makes up of three different bars or candlesticks individually, right? So when it comes down to it, when you are identifying any given pattern, you want to make sure the pattern is completely done or finished closing before you identify it. Now, coming here, this is one of the first thing I want to kind of show you guys right here. Can you not see how this made a double bottom reversal pattern, right? You see how it has two different peaks on this exact pattern right here. And price action then breaks above the level, right? That's step one to our strategy, and then pulls back to the same level. That's step two. And then this three-figure pattern here, including this big red bar, all three of these patterns, excuse me, candlestick make up this pattern. Like I said before, a morning star and an evening star is a three-figure formation pattern. It makes up of three different candlesticks. Now, seeing this right here, like I said before, if we're seeing a morning star, or in this case, we see price action break above a level. Remember what I said last time in many, many other videos, how about trading is meant to be very simple. Like you got to have a simplified but highly profitable method to get into the market. So looking at the market for me is always going to be a simplified way. I don't need a bunch of different things to confirm what I already know. It's either going to be A or B, buy or sell. Now, what evidence do I have on the market to give me that idea or confirm the evidence to make sure that it's probably going to be about 80% chance it's going to go in this direction? So when I see a breakout above a level, that already confirms to me it's probably going to keep on pushing up. And then I see the pullback to reject the same opposite level. Confirm again, it's probably going to keep pushing up. And then I use the morning star pattern to confirm even more. It's probably definitely going to keep pushing up. So all these three different evidence combined confirm that same exact narrative of it's going to be a buy. So even though we can easily identify this double bottom pattern. So remember I said last time how we can combine different patterns. We have the morning star as well with a double bottom. Both of them are inputting that is going to be a reversal in the market, or the market is going to continue to push up in that direction. So right after that morning star, look at the time. It's 9 a.m. Remember what I said last time? We enter at 9 a.m. in the morning or 5 p.m. So I always say this, like any given time, I see this in the market in the morning time. Like even this morning right now is about 9:12 a.m. in the morning on a Friday. Same exact thing. If I'm up in the morning time, it's around 9 in the morning, and I see this in the market, I know I have a trade. So even seeing this right here, guys, right? You would have went long just like that and place your stop loss below the pattern or below the level, and you would have made all that money to the top side. Just that simple by just identifying that morning star pattern. So again, you see how I combine different patterns to come to the same conclusion or the same narrative. It's the same way for you. If you're into the market, whatever way you trade, and you're saying to yourself, I think that all CHF is going to go for a sell. What is giving you the reason to think so, right? You saw here how I had the double bottom. I had the breakout above. I had the pull back to the same level, rejection, right? And then I had the morning star pattern. And I also had the 9 a.m. entry. So when it comes to my method, everything was all in line for me to get in for that buy. Everything confirmed that it's probably going to go for a buy way more than it's going to go for a sell. So I did so, right? You can really easily measure as well. This is about what? Over 126 pips. You see how beautiful that trade lasts out. And I always try to tell my clients and my students, you want to focus on slower trading because slow trading equals stronger probability profitable setups, right? When you're into the market, the slower the trade, usually the higher the reward. You know what I mean? Like this trade, look how long this trade would have lasted, right? From the 21st all the way to December 9th. That's a long time to making profit, over 100 plus pips. You know what I mean? So again, guys, looking for these patterns, the morning star when going for a buy and using that as a reversal in the market confirm, right, with price action is a very easy way to get in. And it's really the same thing when going for a sell. If you're looking over here, right, this right here was the previous level. Price action had a brief stint above the level, but ultimately this right here was a false breakout and it also made a evening star. Now look at that, right? It made an evening star pattern, but what even further? Here's the breakout below the level, step one. Here's the pullback to the same previous level you see over here. Like that right there is the same pullback as you see this evening star right there. Look how perfect that is, right? This is the previous level. It breaks above the level, and you know when it breaks above a level, it could pull back and probably keep on going up. But instead, it breaks back below the level, making this a false breakout, and then it pulls back to the same exact level. I mean, that alone is our strategy, right? Breakout, pullback, evening star when going for a sell, or morning star when it go above and going for a buy. So right here, I mean, everything is perfect to a T, right? We have the breakout below the level. We then identify the pullback to the same level. And then we have the evening star pattern, the last bit of our method we need to confirm the sell. And then look what time it is. It's 9 in the morning. So you see how perfect that is. Again, the evening star, when going for the sell, you would have made all that money to the downside. And then when it came back here, you would have easily identify the double bottom reversal pattern and got in for the buy after this morning star. So you see the evening star going for a sell, evening, right, is getting late in the day. The morning star when going for a buy. Easily identifying those patterns at 9 or 5. But you're seeing that, like I said, imagine being up in the morning time right now. It's 9 in the morning and you come across something like this. If we replay this right now, you'll see exactly what I mean. So imagine being in on this day. You're up in the morning time. You say, oh yeah, breakout, pull back. I see an evening star. I can enter after the closure of that evening star at 9 or 5. This happens at 9 a.m. So I'm going to get in for a sell just like that. And you see as you're waiting over time, look at that, beautifully drops to the downside very, very quickly. And you see how it keeps on going, guys, right? Like patience is always key. Well, I said, really, to me personally, the method like this right here, or any method, is always easy to learn. But learning how to master your emotion, learning how to be patient, and let a trade do what it has to do to make you the profit, not making quick decisions in the market while being, like I said before, about slower trading equals stronger decisions and stronger profitable trades, right? So again, patience, after you know how to find an entry or find a method, patience come the next step. You got to really master and take your time and breathe and walk away and allow the market to do whatever it has to do to make you that money. But look how perfect that would have been, right? Would have made all that money to the downside. So right here in this video, guys, you're seeing the effects of using a morning star at 9 and a evening star at 9 and making that profit. Look right here, right? You would have saw this double bottom. It goes above the level. Time is going on. You wait for the pullback right there, and then boom, it makes that morning star. You see that at 9, and you get in the market, and you make all that money to the top side. So anytime I'm looking at the market, guys, this is exactly what I'm trying to identify. A morning star, if price action breaks above a level, pulls back, makes a morning star at 9, I'm going for that buy. And that's how I identify the morning star. Same thing you see over here for an evening star. Break below a level, pull back, evening star at 9, I'm making all that money to the downside. So the strategy is perfect. And what come after that is you knowing how to be patient and control your emotions. But this right here got a quick insight of how I use the morning star and evening star patterns to find my trade. Happy Friday. Hope everybody had a great trading week. And I'll see you next time, guys. See you later.